So, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, the idea is to talk about this things I wish I knew before I started my yoga journey. I wish I knew that um, the intensity of the yoga practice is not necessarily the thing that it will make me get the benefits. I think I was a very avid yogi, so I was dedicated. I was doing my best in each yoga pose. And sometimes I think I was not so precise talking about the alignment, for example, or talking about the breathing. And maybe I was not so worried about the longevity of my practice. So I wish I knew that before. I think it's more important um, a safe and intelligent yoga practice. If you're practicing safely and regularly, you will get much more benefits than simply killing yourself with a crazy intensity in your yoga practice. Okay, so that's it. The intensity is not what will bring you enlightenment. And the second thing I wish I knew before I started my yoga journey is that the idea of adaptation, I think that's the thing. Um, yoga practice is not something. It's a group practice. That's the thing. It's a group. It's a group, but it's not a group practice. Actually, it's a very individual yoga practice. So you are among other people, but actually it's your personal practice. Um, I wish it was a bit more clear for me this idea because when you go to a place where you find more people around you and everybody looking at each other, I was thinking, yeah, that it was a group thing. And actually, the best is when you're not looking to the other people. You bring all your attention to your yoga practice, to your breathing. Actually, you have so many things to think about, so many things. I mean, during a yoga practice, right? You are with a very specific type of breathing. It's not a spontaneous, natural breathing. You put a lot of attention to have a very deep breath. You are contracting your lower abs and retracting with Uddiyana Bandha. You are rotating the shoulders, you are activating each part of your body. Many things to think. And you are diving in. You are analyzing your vitality, your strength, your health, your limits, your possibilities. There's no time to look to the other people, to compare yourself with other people. Okay, so I think it's not a group practice. I'm teaching for the last more than 20 years teaching, and much more. I understand that the yoga practice is a very personal, individual journey that I wish I knew before. Okay, so there's two things I think it's the most important things I wish I knew. Because once you know that yoga practice is your individual journey, you don't try to copy the others, you don't try to impress the others. You're trying to do what is ideal for you, respecting your conditions, your anatomy, your possibilities, And then the yoga practice, it's a magical journey because you are studying your struggles, your obstacles, your physical characteristics. And once you understand your limitations, for example, if in my case I have very stiff hamstrings, I bring more dedication for that area in my body. So I'm not thinking so much about uh, all the things, all the aspects. You know what I mean? So it's a very unique journey because you are zoom in your attention on yourself, okay, and then you can improve your weak points. Yeah, if you're just copying the other things you will do or try to do something that it's not your thing. Sometimes people around you, usually they have completely different struggles and different needs. Yeah, and they should emphasize different things. Yeah, so it's very personal. Yeah. Dive in, create your yoga practice, and work to make your progress, your evolution. Yeah, and this idea as well of intensity I was mentioning at first. Sometimes I was thinking that if I could go deeper, I will finally enlighten myself. But actually, if you go deeper, sometimes you lose the connection with your body. And just to finish this thought, this this things I wish I knew, I think I want to make me very, very clear. When most of my classes are very physical. I'm teaching as well meditation, but most of my classes are or hatha yoga. It is very precise and, and somehow intense, but not so dynamic as in Ashtanga. And I'm teaching as well Ashtanga that is much more dynamic. And the main idea during the yoga practice is to own your body. You're not trying to improve. Pay attention. You're not trying to become flexible. Why? Why people have this idea? No, we're not trying to become flexible. We're not trying to become stronger. We're trying, this idea of mindfulness. Yes, it's more related about that. We're trying to amplify the vision, the knowledge, the perception of why this is so important. Once I control my physical body, or I can have a bigger knowledge about my physical body. I have more control over my physical body, my toes, my abs, my shoulders. I can use my physical body properly. I can protect my joints, for example. Once I have all this control, eventually I have more control over my mind. I have better mental organization. I have um, more concentration to make my projects come true. I have better concentration to sleep when it's time for sleeping. You see, if you have control over the mind, your life is easier. If you have control over your mind, you can have better choices. You can take better decisions. And if you have better decisions, and you if when you if you speak when it's important to speak, when you act, when it's important to act, when you wait, when it's important to wait, your life start to be much easier. So that's the real goal of yoga. You are not trying to make your body flexible or stronger. You're trying to have full control over your body, full control of your breathing and everything else. Because with more control over the body, you have more control over your mind. And with more control over your mind, you're happier. So to have more control over your body, you don't need to bring your chin to your leg or the leg behind the neck. No. If I bring my leg behind my neck and I don't have the control of my over my toes anymore, then it's not yoga pose anymore. If I go forward bending, and I bring my chin, my forehead close to my shin, close to my leg, close to my knee, producing more curve in my back, relaxing my belly, and without this fine perception, fine activations, fine appropriation of my body, I'm not in yoga pose anymore. So you see, it needs to be very clear. Okay, so I hope it was a good reflection for you. I don't know who is watching. If you want to have some comments, I'm here. I can comment your questions or your comments. Yeah, but that's the things I wish I knew before starting my yoga journey. So nowadays, when I practice, I try to go just as deep as I can keep the awareness, the presence all over my body. Because I know that my goal is not to go deeper, is to keep fine perception, fine control over each part of the body. And also, when I'm practicing, I'm never comparing myself with the others. Never. This is very, very beginner thing. When I'm practicing, I try to put all my attention to feel exactly what I should do, with intensity I should practice for that day. So it's a very uh, my own journey. Okay, so I'm back soon. Thanks for watching and keep practicing. Namaste.